Hey, I know what's wrong with your truck. It's your quote-unquote pollution controls. I heard on talk radio you don't even need them. They're just an egghead government plot.
How is cutting down on pollution a government plot, Dale?
Open up your eyes, man. They're trying to control global warming. Get it? Global.
So what?
That's code for UN commissars telling Americans what temperature it's going to be in our outdoors. I say let the world warm up. See what Boutros golly thinks about that. We'll grow oranges in Alaska.
He could be from Mars for all I care.
Believe me, Hank, if Khan were from Mars, you'd care. Especially after he's stolen every last drop of Earth's drinkable water to transport back to his home planet. Mars. This is very dangerous. They know that you know, and now they gotta come after you.
They do?
Yep. They'll probably get you with a blow dart. That's their way. But you'll just think it's a mosquito bite. Until you die, then you'll know the truth. Ah! I've been hit! Quick! Somebody suck out the poison! I'm running out of time. Give me the antidote, man.
But there it is again. Where is that thumping coming from? It's driving me crazy.
Could be far-off helicopters. UN helicopters.
Dale, what are you doing? Give me some light. Now I can't see. No! My arm! No, my head! Ow! Ow! God!
I'll do that and then some. This sex ed stuff goes higher than the schools. It's that same old Club of Rome zero population bulldink that the UN's been trying for years. Guns don't kill people. The government does. These fire ants are well organized, highly trained insects. They'll swarm all over you and sting you all at once without warning on a single command. It's how they killed L. Ron Hubbard.
Well, maybe we ought to ask God who's going to win the Super Bowl.
Going to win. The game was pre-taped 6 months ago in the same Nevada hangar where they faked the moon landed.
I'm not gonna let my credit and good name be done in by a damn computer error.
Computers don't make errors. What they do on purpose. By now, your name and particulars have been fed into every laptop, desktop, mainframe, and supermarket scanner that collectively make up the global information conspiracy, otherwise known as the Beast.
Dale, I'm having a problem with one videotape. Not some kind of high-tech boogeyman.
You just be careful. Computers have already beaten the communists at chess. Next thing you know, they'll be beating humans. Too late. The Beast's already got him in its jaws. Your only way out is to start life over with a new identity. If you want, I can get you the birth certificate of a child who died in 1953. It's hardly been used.
If you want to file a complaint, fill out this form, we'll enter it in the computer, and...
No forms, no computers. We were never here. Don't feed the Beast.
Boomhauer, no. I can do without Bill by my side. He brings nothing to this fight. But you?
You should have seen this coming, Hank. One by one, your friends will desert you. I'll be next.
Now, Dale, this stuff about the Beast, you made all that up, right? Of course you did.
Oh, no. Everything has been foretold in the book of Revelations. You just stepped in a diaper.
Damn it, it's the Vice Squad. They must have followed us. Quick, Dale, bury the... Dale?
Which is why so many people are suddenly allergic to peanuts. The peanuts are emitting toxins as an evolutionary defense mechanism. They're tired of being eaten, and now they're fighting back.
I see.
Anywho, I just stopped by to pick up my buddy Boomhauer. You see, we're both in here by mistake. Now, I can't vouch for Boomhauer, but I am most definitely not crazy.
Go on.
Did you just say, go, Mom? Now who's the crazy one?
Dale, you were never actually admitted, so you're also free to go. But, the doctor thinks that you should keep on taking your medication.
Easier to swallow.
Look, if the government is so perfect, why did they send me a license that says I'm a woman, huh?
Because you're a woman.
Huh?
It makes so much sense.
What?
You really think Hank's a woman? Not just your ideal of what a perfect woman would be?
Dale, if you actually believe that I'm a woman, then you're crazier now than you've ever been.
Crazy? You tell me what's crazier. That the government's free cheese contains surveillance devices to monitor America's underclass, as I once believed, or that you're a woman, as I now believe. If my country says you're a woman, I say, enchanté, madame. Whoa. I think you've had enough to drink, sweetheart.
Joseph, I understand you smoked your first cigarette today.
I'm sorry, Dad. I'll never smoke again.
Whoa, hold on, son. I want you to keep an open mind so you can make an informed decision. If you want, you can read a bloated government report on smoking, or go straight to the horse's mouth and get the facts from the tobacco industry.
Dang it. I can't enjoy it because my son is out there dancing like a monkey for a bunch of girls.
Face it, Hank, women are getting stronger and men are growing more effeminate. In the future, both men and women will visit the gynecologist, but only women will be getting their money's worth.
All right, we can use Photoshop and make it look like Lee Harvey Oswald's riding on his mower.
Have you been sleeping, Dale? You got kind of that county fair smell.
Check it out. It's finally making sense. Oswald, mower, grassy, no,
That photo doesn't even look real, Dale.
Well, I'd like to live in your fairy tale world, Hank, but the Fair Play for Cuba Committee is retrofitting my mower's engine to power Fidel Castro's one-man escape sub.
Huh. Dale, why don't you relax? Have a beer.
No beer? Gotta stay sharp.
He's going crazy.
I'll tell you why your license is taking so long. The U.S. Postal Service is bogged down in the most elaborate PSYOPs campaign in history. First, they fatten us up with all those 2-for-1 pizza coupons. Then, when we're too logy to put up a fight, they sell us off to the Red Cross, who removes our kidneys, which go back on the pizzas to start the process all over again.
Did you mean for all those words to come out together, or did they just fall out randomly?
Oh, Hank, you're just a mouse caught in the government's habit trail. Ring the bell and get your cheese, man. Can't watch Encino Man without milk balls, huh?
Thanks, Dad!
Sorry about that, Peggy. Now, what is it that I don't know?
Dale, I just found out that Vikings were the first visitors to the moon.
Well, I knew that. Why do you think we named our spacecraft after them? Poor naive Peggy. Constant barrage of eye-opening conspiracies and ad-libbed innuendo. Too bad there's only 24 hours in a day. Or is there? A nefarious government plot to store our nation's silver supply in our mouths. Children, I implore you, rip out your fillings. After 60 hours on the air, folks, I have to apologize. That last caller was not the real Spiro Agnew, although he did make some cogent points. It's live talk radio, people working without a net here. Okay, our next caller from nearby McMainaberry, it must be windy day, is, and this is quite an honor, former Soviet Premier Leonid Brezhnev. Sometimes I ask myself why I even bother. I mean, it's not like Joseph's even my son.
What? That's crazy. Why would you say something like that?
Now that Joseph's hit puberty, the differences are impossible to ignore. We don't look alike. We don't have the same interests.
Oh, come on. Sometimes I think the only thing Bobby and I have in common is our waist size.
True, but get this. I recently saw on the Discovery Channel that it takes 9 months to make a baby. Well, 9 months before Joseph was born, me and my reproductive organs were 500 miles away in Marfa, Texas. For years, alien spaceships have appeared in the skies above Marfa. The lunatic fringe have dismissed these so-called Marfa lights as swamp gas, experimental aircraft, or weather balloons. So I went on a research trip to debunk these wacko theories. Nancy had a horrible headache and couldn't travel. So I asked John Redcorn to stay at the house to protect her while I was gone. I thought I was being so smart, but I have never been so stupid.
Oh, Dale, I'm so sorry.
The truth has been right in front of me all these years. Joseph's real father is...
Nancy loves you.
an alien!
What?
The aliens knew I was getting too close to the truth. Exactly what truth? I have no idea. But I was close. They had to do something to distract me. And what better way than a lifelong distraction? A child. So they impregnated Nancy with their highly potent space juice. As nefarious schemes often do, it worked. For the past 13 years, I've been too busy raising an alleged son to maintain constant surveillance.
Aliens impregnated Mom. That's a given. But isn't it possible that first they abducted you, stole your genetic material, and then used that to create me? Recovered memory. That's exactly how it went down, which means you are my flesh and blood genetic son.
You know how the Egyptians untipped the pyramids, don't you? With a winch, a cinder block, and 50,000 Hebrew slaves. You got a cinder block?
Ha! A metal detector. The detector would go off constantly due to the high levels of extraterrestrial alloy in our soil, which acts as a homing beacon to the Martian capital of City.
Yeah, that's a good joke, Dale.
Oh, my gosh. Look, Dale, your real name is on this card.
Impossible. It's true. My God-given name has been etched in plastic.
Dale forgot he thinks club cards are a way for the government to identify those who value a bargain.
Yeah, man, talking about a damn senior moment, man.
Mr. Gribble, do you believe people conspire against you?
People, animals, insects, especially the insects. You don't even want to know what the bark beetle has to say about me. And everyone knows what George Washington Carver did with peanuts, but nobody knows what he did to peanuts. He weaponized them.
Thank you, Mr. Gribble. Okay, I think we've heard enough. Recommendation is for commitment.
Commitment? No!
If you want, you can read a bloated government report on smoking, or go straight to the horse's mouth and get the facts from the tobacco industry. Smoking is the most convenient way to get your daily minimum of important vitamins like tar and carbon monoxide.
Joseph and Kate share paternal DNA. They have the same father.
Oh, God. Dale, so this means...
Precisely. Kate is my daughter.
Huh? How could Kate be your daughter?
As you may recall, I learned some time ago that Joseph was conceived while I was away from Nancy, an anomaly that can only be explained by alien gene traders covertly planting my DNA into my sleeping wife.
Right.
After impregnating Nancy, the aliens must have then left my genetic material with Charlene in the hopes of engineering a master race with me as the foundation. The how is simple enough. It's the why that troubles me.
Well, Dale, aliens are an unpredictable bunch, so, I think your best bet is to do nothing. Yep, nothing.
So it turns out I'm not the actual Dale Gribble, but a clone of him. The original me is a super warrior from the year 2087. The second me, i.e. I, was created to help the first me fight the invading Mongol armies. Beer, please.
Dale, that's asinine. And here's 4 reasons why. First, you're not going to clone a super warrior out of a guy who can't even win a thumb wrestling match.
But
2, you've spent your life swearing that the robots will exterminate the clones by the end of 2010. So which is it, robots or clones?
I suppose...
3, you've already said you sympathize with the invading Mongolians of 2087, so you'd be the last one they'd send to fight them. And 4, if you were from the future, you would have seen this coming.
Ah!
Yeah, man.